Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubayr.
Ah, Salah-ad-Din's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Die, thief! Now comes the English king and his infidel. Don't do that again. What is this? Saladin rides to meet him. That is one lad. Fight the oven. Pray that God, glorious and exalted, you have no business here. Find favor with us, that he may grant us victory. Praise be. It's forbidden for you to be here.
Karışmayı seviyorum. Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermeyin. Gözünüzü dört açın, geri dönecek.
Filthy heretic!
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
Ladders are a socially acceptable way to reach a room.
Just a few coins, please.
That man
I beg of
Kime öldürmek istiyorsun? Biri gözünü kapalı bile yeter.
لن يكون ذلك أيها الكافر الموت للكافر You're dead. Yes, yes. أنت حق. إن كمان الضغط. أيها
Where's the one responsible? How can one expect to defeat you?
Who saw what happened here?
Well done. Well done. What?
Why did you do that?
More careful. Don't do that again, understand?
Leave, peasant, before I make you. Away with you.
Pray that God.
Make room.
You do not want to do that again.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
like a merchant? No. So go away.
I stand before
It's forbidden for you to be here.
warning.
Death to the infidel!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It's a tragedy. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Şehirde bir yerde olduğunu biliyorum
All I
ve
ask
seni
is
elime
for a few
geçireceğim.
coins.
Geç.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and
Kimi
tired.
Allahsız?
Please, can't you spare
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim.
Please, sir, I need money. I need food. I'm so hungry.
Yenemeyecek. Beni yenemeyecek. Belki farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda kaybettin.
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few
what happened
coins?
here.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
What happened here? There!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
We must resist!
He killed someone.
Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! Watching us!
Infidel!
You can't just kill someone!
Could I interest you in some of my wares? I have everything you'll ever need. Come on, come on. I've much to sell.
Richard takes Jaffa. There will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
Just a coin. All I ask is for a
I wish to
coin.
see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
The English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
March on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. But the Crusaders must be destroyed. Praise be Saladin. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all fight. We must see what I have to offer. We must push back.
You live a lie, surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your minds. Locked away, they might still be discovered. But once burned, these texts can no longer do harm. Jubayer sees things the way they truly are, sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed. Is it a fight you want?
I will end your life.
You wish to die? So be it.
Where is the one responsible for this? Maybe you have Infinite! You will die here!
This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubayer lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. Once he was a teacher,
Where is the one
a false
responsible
prophet
for
of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubayer. He saw what happened here? And their fathers before them, it does not mean we must as well. This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubayer lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. Jubayer sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed. Oh, you foul little wretch! Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubayer holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
Fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
I'm so hungry. Just a little mother family sitting down. Could you spare a few pounds?
What else?
All I ask is
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Dirty thief!
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Die, thief!
Help!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
The shaitan is everywhere!
Help!
His pursuit.
Turn back now.
What is that man thinking?
Why is he in such a hurry? I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish.
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
What is that man thinking?
Did you see what he did?
There's no reason for doing that.
Stop! You must not trespass here.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed. My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Citizen! Bring forth your writings. Place them in the pile before me. Keep any is a sin. Know and embrace the truth of my words. Free yourselves from the lies and corruptions of the past.
Stop it, please!
God save him. He's gone mad.
Please, sir, have in mind. I beg of you,
You are not supposed to...
Anyone can put ink to pot.
Out of this. Are you sure you know how to do this?
Very good.
Meanwhile, you
A crusade for what?
why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing wrong.
Why would you do that?
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Kimi Allah'ın emri tutuyorsun? Geber kafir! Burada işimiz yok. Hayret. Sanki yer yarıldı içine girdi.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. You can create diversions with dead bodies. Soldiers will leave their posts to investigate them. Allow it.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete, and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes, to reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.